did one bracket. I'm sticking to it, just one bracket this year. I'm not going to do a whole bunch. So, like I said earlier, I've got the Final Four is the All ACC Final Four, and I've got, believe it or not, I've got North Carolina Duke in the final. And I took North Carolina to win it because they played them so close in the ACC tournament. They lost by 1 point and had a chance to win it. And that was a game that North Carolina shot as bad as they've shot all year. Even with Zion Williamson scoring 30-plus points, they shot that poorly and lost by 1 point. I don't think they shoot that poorly again, and I think North Carolina wins it.
All right. Well, I'm 100% with you. Anything regarding North Carolina winning. But I agree with you on that point that they did play them so tough. They beat them twice. I think the fourth time around, if we do see a round 4, I do see North Carolina winning and hoisting up that NCAA trophy again. But Blake Cockrum, once again, for fan-sided, keeping it Hill. He's got an article up right now talking about Vegas odds. This guy knows college basketball. A good friend of mine. So appreciate you for coming on tonight, and I'll definitely be reaching out in the near future to get you back on.
Sounds good. Thanks, man. Have a good one.
You too. Thanks. All right, my man Blake Cockrum. And Blake, man, Blake goes way back to when the BS3 Sports Show first started. In the closet with the clothes hanging on me, the hangers falling off, the hangers on the laptop. Blake goes way back. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we will have Tyler Esparza-Powell coming on the show. We'll be talking about some NFL news and notes, also around the NBA from some games from yesterday. You're tuned into the Weekend Wrap-Up Show. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Ben BS3. We'll be right back.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Cujo Goody with the Goody Mo B. Yo, check it out. Dungeon Family live performance at the Fox Theater, April 20th, 2019. Here's your chance to win 2 free tickets and a dinner for 2. All details are at www.xsquadaffiliate.com/contest. Man.
We all hate when we have unexpected car problems. Well, I'm here to tell you about a viable solution. Bay 11 Auto and my man Melvin. You have emission problems? Brakes need changing? Transmission slipping? Is your car just driving sluggish? No problem is too big. I live on the other side of town and I drive over an hour to a guy that I trust. Melvin is honest, dependable, and definitely not in the business to break your pockets. Come see the official mechanic Melvin at Bay 11 Auto. You will be glad you did. You can reach him at 1455 General Arts Road, Conyers, Georgia, or 404-295-5715. That's 404-295-5715.
All right, and we are back in the Weekend Wrap-Up Show right here on X Squad Radio. We got our next guest and our last guest up on the line, Tyler Esparza-Powell, the Rams fan, the Mavs fan, the Rangers fan. What's going on tonight?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
Good. First question, you got your bracket filled out yet?
No, I did not have my bracket filled out. I really did not watch too much college hoops this year. I don't know. Since Texas has not been good in so long, it's just kind of a little bit uninteresting to me, I guess you could say. I like seeing Zion, though.
Yeah.
And John Morant from Murray State. Like him a lot.
Both of them. So, haven't had you on the show in a while, so we had some huge trades and signings in the NFL. One of them, Le'Veon Bell going to the Jets. The second one, AB going to the Raiders. The third one, the huge trade, Odell Beckham Jr. going to the Browns. Talk about those trades, if you will, and which one was kind of stood out most to you.
Oh, I mean, I think for sure the Odell one. I'm a really big Odell fan. I I don't think he deserves any of the criticism he's ever got. I mean, I just think he's an emotional, talented player who wants to win. I mean, you could say sometimes maybe his head isn't in the exact right spot it should be on game day, but I think him and Baker, man, I mean, you know, no disrespect to Eli, I mean, but Baker's a real good quarterback. You know, he's young, he's not old per se like Eli, and I think that team is going to have a lot of fun, a lot of wins. Oakland getting AB, I mean, I don't know, I mean, the Jets getting Le'Veon, Oakland getting AB, you know, they're just kind of like transactions to me. Like, I don't know. I mean, I just don't know what to think. Le'Veon, you know, he didn't play last season. He's a running back. I mean, realistically, how easy is it for him to get back into game speed? And how motivated is he going to be knowing that he could have got more money if he just signed that Pittsburgh contract? So I don't know. I really don't. I just love the Odell trade a lot for Cleveland.
Yeah, if there was any doubt on Cleveland going to the playoffs, which I've said this, I thought they would have possibly went last year. I started off saying they would win 8 games. They almost won 8. This year, I'm going to move it up to 10. I mean, and their defense is crazy. And they added Sheldon Richardson, and they added, I think they added a safety or a linebacker, Olivier Vernon. So at this point, both sides of the ball, they should be dominant. They should win that division, in my opinion.
Oh, and you're right. They should have made the playoffs. I mean, the only reason they didn't is because, you know, they had Hugh Jackson, and, I mean, he was the only person on planet Earth who didn't know that Baker should have been the starting quarterback in week 1. I mean, we all knew it. I mean, especially guys like you and me who, I mean, I know the Big 12 isn't a great defensive contract, but, I mean, he's just always been a winner, walk-on Heisman winner. I mean, I didn't understand why he didn't play right away, and those first 3 or 4 weeks really cost him the season, if you think about it. But, yeah, that defense, young, too, I mean, I don't think it's a stretch to say they're going to, you know, win the AFC this year. I really think they might. I think Kansas City, I mean, obviously losing their star running back, probably maybe losing star receiver. I don't know if any of that is in, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, but, yeah, that team, I mean, Mahomes is great, but he's not going to be able to carry. I mean, I don't know. I just don't see Kansas City really doing it, losing all these pieces, losing Justin Houston. I mean, I know they got Honey Badger, but he's past his prime, in my opinion. So, I don't know. I think Cleveland is definitely the team to beat. Definitely.
Yeah, on paper, they look really legit. And I think they can get that stench off of them of being the laughing stock of the NFL. They will not be that going into this next season. Shout out to Kevin, Clutch Talk Sports in the building. Had a great show this morning on Sports Radio America. Shout out to him. Thank you for tuning in. And now, you know, going into today, we got Eric Berry visiting the Cowboys. We also, or tomorrow, Randall Cobb visiting. Eric Weddle coming over to your team. The Rams. Rams also signing Blake Bortles, who is now the official backup of the future. He will not start again unless somebody gets injured. But talk about a couple of those signings for the Rams.
Well, I think Weddle is a really good one. I mean, a team that, I mean, I do love John Johnson. I think he's arguably, and will be at least, if not now, the best safety in the game. And for him to, I mean, Eric Weddle's going to take him under his wings. And, I mean, it's always good to get a veteran. And I think they should go after another veteran linebacker, Justin Houston, Clay Matthews. But getting Weddle is big. I mean, even though the defense played really well in the game that, you know, the offense scored 3 points, the defense really wasn't a great defense this season. So I like it a lot. And Bortles is a good move too, just because, like, yeah, I get it. I'm not going to act like I've never made fun of Blake Bortles. I think everyone has, but
right.
But he has won games. He has won games, and at times it looks. He can throw the ball. I would much rather have a Blake Bortles than, a Sean Mannion or even a Teddy Bridgewater, because I want somebody who can throw the ball. And, getting into McVay's system, it's going to add pressure to Jared Goff. I'm not saying, Goff is definitely the starter, but, you are going to have to push yourself a little bit harder now that you have a guy who's won playoff games as your backup, if that makes any sense. So I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Now, I would have loved to have seen, I don't know if Teddy Bridgewater was maybe, if they were talking to the Rams or not. I think he would have been great. One of the other listeners was saying Ryan Fitzpatrick. They would have wanted to see Ryan Fitzpatrick over, Ryan Fitzpatrick over Bortles. And I'm like, both of them are not really that great. Bortles is younger, though. Mm-hmm. He does. And Fitzpatrick is one of those quarterbacks, like I said earlier in the show, he's going to give you 3 to 5 good games a year. The rest of them, you're going to think it's the same Ryan Fitzpatrick that we've seen over the years, where he has great couple of seasons. He does a couple of things amazing. People get so excited about it, and then he ends up falling off like he does pretty much every year that he's been in the league.
For sure. Oh, for sure. I would definitely take Bortles over Fitzpatrick. There's a whole bunch of people I would take over Fitzpatrick. When the way I look at backups is who can win in the playoffs, and I just don't see Fitzpatrick as that guy. I don't really see Bortles as that guy either, but, they beat Pittsburgh on the road, and they hung in against New England, I believe, on the road also. So that's really all you can ask for out of a backup quarterback.
Right. True.
I would like to see Bridgewater get another chance. I think he should have gone to Miami, but I don't know. It just seems like, I get it, maybe he wants to be the backup on the Saints, but I think Drew Brees still has a couple seasons left, so I don't know if he's just scared to play again or what. I know he got in a game, last game of the season for New Orleans, and it didn't go well, but that's just one game, so I really don't know. But he gets paid to be Drew Brees' backup, so that's a pretty fun job, I think.
Yeah. You're going to be probably sitting there for a while, probably come in as a backup when they're blowing out another team. God forbid that Drew Brees doesn't go down. But anything's possible when you start getting older in the NFL as a quarterback. So I do want to see Teddy B get another shot though too. Let's go over to NBA talk, and we have a great day for Dallas's own Dirk Nowitzki. I don't know if you heard about the news, but he's now 6th on the all-time scoring list. He passes Wilt Chamberlain. Talked about this earlier. Dirk has solidified his spot in the NBA. He's definitely solidified his spot, and he's done everything Dallas has asked him to do, not asked him to do. He's given up money. To me, he's been the stand-up guy in the NBA and on this team, and the last guy that's going to spend his entire career on one team. So, give me your thoughts on Dirk with him, this huge feat of him now being 6th all time, passing the great Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've been watching the game all night. I have it on a screen right now, and they had a chance to tank. They were losing there, and now you find yourself with 20 seconds up a couple points, which I really don't understand the point to. I know I'm getting off track, but I don't understand how anyone can be a Mavericks fan and not be rooting for the tank right now. It just mathematically and logically doesn't make sense. But I think I really do want him to come back for one more season, not necessarily to play, but I think he deserves to be a part of a team with Luka, KP, and I think we might get Nikola Vucevic in the off season.